You should start recording. You should start recording.
Yes.
You should start.
I did.
Matthew, start recording.
It's been going for 10 seconds.
No, it's not. Always capping, bro. If it's recording, then I should do the intro.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to AmityCast. He's Matthew, I'm Ellis. You know all that stuff. What are we talking about today?
Film.
Which one?
A few.
A couple.
We're going to review...
2 is not
Minions. A few. 2. I'm just kidding. Bullet Train and Prey. And the main 2 topics, but we'll also diverge in like 54 topics along the way.
Yep, that's per usual, and that's great. Okay, that's what I was trying to avoid.
Apparently, Rennie Harlan is directing one of the Stranger sequels.
Really?
Yeah. One of the 3. Did he just take your spot?
Anyway, yeah, that was just like, there was a Strangers movie like almost 20 years ago, and then like 15 years later they did like a sequel, which was bad and unneeded, and then they're just like, oh, by the way, next month we're gonna start working on 3 sequels. New trilogy. Like, why?
Can I get Funkos?
Of the Strangers?
I guess it would look cool, but I would never want that. Also, Sean, I gotta say, I get that you like the Predator. Not like the movie The Predator. Be like Predator. And you have a Predator Funko Pop, but why is it from The Predator? The worst Predator film ever made.
Did you even?
Not the one picked.
I was gonna say, did you even get that?
No.
Wasn't that gotten for you?
Yeah,
Oh, by who?
Jasmine.
Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. It's a cool Funko Pop, but it's from the worst one, so every time I see the logo, it just upsets me. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess we could also maybe just talk about the other Predator movies just a little bit, give us some context later on. But Bullet
The best
Train
name
came
franchise.
out. Bullet Train came out. David Tyree Henry steals the show. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Such a weird actor.
Matthew, I know you hated it.
It was okay.
Justin hated it.
I've liked it.
Sean hated
I've
it.
liked it more the more I've sat with it.
Yeah.
I don't love it, though. It's just a fun ride. I didn't really expect it to be bad. And then I like great, so...
Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect anything great out of it, but then it happened. You know.
The action and writing was a little more better than I thought it would be. That was about it.
Yeah, it was actually...
So many fucking reveals, though.
It's pretty on par with what I was... Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was expecting. It started to get really convoluted. I was like, okay, hopefully they just kind of go crazy with it, which they kind of did. They kept it entertaining. I could say I wasn't bored at any point.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds brought it down at least a full star. No, I'm just kidding.
Talk a more about
I guess spoiler warning for Bullet Train.
if you really care.
Yeah, but...
Well, you can watch this in IMAX.
Oh, yay. But yeah, so Ryan Reynolds appears. It was funny because like we were watching it and he was like, "Oh my god, just like this thing's just gonna be Ryan Reynolds," and it wasn't that thing, but it's just funny how later on in the movie Ryan Reynolds showed up for like literally 2 seconds, just 2 seconds.
He's also the whole reason Brad Pitt was even in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were there, right?
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Brad Pitt though.
Is this Sean on the podcast?
I actually think Aaron Taylor Johnson was my favorite.
Craven?
Performance. Shut up.
About Bad Bunny as El Muerto.
He was the wolf in this.
He was good in this, I guess.
Man, what
for
is
like
with all the friggin' tie-ins? Wait, you made me realize it. The number of things tied into that, whatever that is, that universe.
And the girl from Kissing Booth, 3 of them, and Slenderman. This is a lot better.
Her career is so dead, and she showed up in this, and she was like, okay, but like, it's just like what she's done has already ruined her career. She will never recover. Bullet Train is not gonna fix her career. I'm sorry. It'd have to be in like Blade Runner 2049 or something to like fix that. There's just no way.
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto did appear in not this.
I guess he's
in
gonna-
Morbius.
He's gonna be in like a Disney like vampire movie for like kids as like
What?
a vampire. It's just kind of his thing now, I guess.
He's just a vampire now.
Jared Leto vampire film rankings. Number 1, Morbius. Number 2, Haunted Mansion from Disney.
That guy that was like top 10 vampire movies. Number 9, Morbius.
Number 8.
9th favorite vampire movie ever.
And number 10 was like Blade 2.
So good.
It was like Blade 2, Morbius.
Yeah. It's like, what?
Which I haven't seen Blade 2, but I know it's much better.
Yeah, it's much better. Then again, you know, it is the Blade trilogy, so...
Don't you mean the triple feature?
Who was your favorite character in Bullet Train?
I guess Brad Pitt. Even though he wasn't in it for like the first 20 minutes, I was like, when's Brad Pitt gonna show up?
Yeah.
Because it kept being like these detailed backstories, which were funny, but they like just kind of. I wish this movie was a little shorter. It was a little long. That felt like
a little bit. Yeah. They probably could have cut it
too many
down.
trains. The Thomas jokes were funny, but it was like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just like. He's just like talking about Thomas the Tank Engine. Definitely the most references in a movie ever. Look up the Guinness World Record. But it's just like it just kept going, and I just kind of like it just kind of got absurd, and I was like, I'm fine with this because he just kept bringing up Thomas the Tank Engine. He was like, it's a metaphor for life. Okay, it doesn't teach me how to drive a trip. And like I think they might have over-explained a few different things, but at least almost everything they brought up like stayed important throughout the film at the very least. You know, at least like somewhat contributed to the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was solid.
There were a bunch of little things like that.
A very August movie.
Yeah. It had a pretty good. It had a distinct visual style, and it was.
That's
decent.
kind of the director though, because he's one of the directors of John Wick movies, I think.
Yeah.
And he did Deadpool too.
Mm.
And all of his movies, the action's been pretty good. So.
Yeah. Definitely well choreographed action.
Brad Pitt's career's weird though. I don't know why he went for this movie specifically. Because he also did. Was he in that fucking Lost City movie?
Yeah.
I
I guess I found out because Sandra Bullock makes a cameo in this. That because of that they became friends, and then he did a cameo in The Lost City because this was filmed first.
Oh.
So.
They just get delayed a lot?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it also had a much longer post-production because nobody cared while they were making The Lost City. That's also why Channing Tatum was in it.
Yeah, Channing Tatum was also in this.
Yeah.
Which he looked the same as he did in Free Guy.
Yeah.
I forgot he was in that until Ali put it on recently. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was actually in the very beginning sequence. I didn't notice that.
Really?
Yeah, he was like the main guy at the beginning that they were talking about, the guy with sunglasses. That was actually him. He just had like a shaved head, so I couldn't recognize him. Also, I didn't expect him to be.
Channing Tatum's fun.
What's his career? Because he's also doing Magic Mike 3.
Why?
I guess that's happening.
Yeah, I forgot that has happened.
He's like, what do we do for
I mean,
retirement?
21 and 22 Jump Street were like solid comedies, and then he's just like
Never did a third one.
yeah,
Probably for good reason.
carried by Jonah Hill.
They're so mean to him.
Greatest actor right
Because he lost weight. Like, how's it like to not be a fat, ugly, smelly guy anymore? And he's like, that's mean.
It's like I'm Jonah Hill.
He's like, I don't have to like to take serious like self-control to not get mad at you right now. And he's like, since you're not a fat guy anymore, how does it feel to like be getting like actual good roles? He's like, you just sold my entire career. I'm not fucking Melissa McCarthy in fucking that Muppets movie.
Happy Time Murders.
Or like a sad time fucking kill myself experience.
Sad time kill myself experience.
Did you like the part of the movie when I like said there's one more train? I'm leaving.
Oh yeah, so there's one more train. I swear.
Godzilla, there's one more city being destroyed.
One thing I did like about it is that like the length. What I will say about the length is that it actually did kind of feel like they were traveling, you know, like while all this stuff was going on. Like it's a lot of stuff, like a lot of things happening, but they actually have to travel that distance, and like it didn't feel obnoxious to me. It was overall, it kept me entertained, so I was fine with it. There were a lot of good moments like that with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt interacting with anybody just works, I think, for the most part. I mean, it's not going to be amazing, but it's just, it'll work.
There was a lot of like plot conveniences and like weird backstories, but it was kind of like the joke, so like I can't get mad at the script. So
right, I mean it's
not like serious.
It's self-aware. It understands what it is, so it's not like you're like, okay, well this is stupid. It's like this is stupid, and that's a good thing. Like Justin,
like Sharknado 5,
Sharknado 4, The Fourth Awakens, one of the best titles.
Not global swarming.
No.
What about Oh Hell No?
It's about time. Literal time travel in a Sharknado movie.
The second one.
Yeah, the second one.
Sharknado 2, the second one.
Airplane 2, the sequel. I can't wait for Nope 2. It's just called Nope 2.
Did you see the steelbook?
Oh, there's a steelbook? I didn't see it, no.
It's very basic.
Makes sense.
It's just the mouth of the alien, and the back's just the helmet, and the guy wore the reporter. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. Nope. Nipple. I don't have much to say about this movie except it's good.
Yeah, it was mostly entertaining.
Not like Men in Black 3 levels, but it's close to Men in Black 2.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's nice to see, like a... It's just kind of a crazy like Hollywood blockbuster, but like it actually has consistent style, tones, and theme, which you can't really find.
Surprised
in a lot
Keanu
of
Reeves
those movies.
didn't show up in this. Be funny if he was the guy at the end, the masked guy. Just Keanu
the
Reeves.
White Death.
Just Keanu Reeves.
That would have actually been really cool. But it had some decent callbacks, and at least, like I said, everything felt like important in the end.
Even though like
It felt like
the girl from Slenderman, she like disappeared at the end and just showed up at the end and died.
I know.
It was like a funny joke. Was like I thought she was gonna be like important, but she wasn't. She was like, "You're fucking worthless. I don't care about you." And then like she just like disappears.
Yeah.
Then like the train crashes and everybody's completely fine, just like limp slightly, even though it was like a severe.
Yeah. Which,
like it's in pieces. It's on fire. Went through a city.
yeah. Everybody just keeps living. They're just like alive. It's like God damn it. And then Brad Pitt literally was like, "How?" It's like, "How's she alive?" It's like no sense.
But it was funny. She got hit by what was it, a tangerine truck?
Yeah.
Because the guy was called Tangerine.
Yeah, and then it showed that friggin' Lemon
was the one driving it.
Yeah, and he found it was like tangerines. It's like I have to hit this girl with this truck. I have to.
He's like, I have a new brother though. Really? No, I don't.
He's like, fuck no.
And like it said emergency brake.
Oh yeah, I divided the velocity by the volume and then realized I don't know how to drive a train. See,
he has such a weird career. He's like Child's Play remake, Godzilla vs Kong, Eternals, Bullet Train.
Yeah, who is that guy? Why is he like getting roles now? It's weird. He can be funny sometimes. Like he's decently funny in this. So.
What about Godzilla vs Kong when he's just having like a manic episode and it was not funny?
Tap or no tap?
That was a funny one. He seemed like he drank from the tab.
Alright, before we started, tap or no tap. This is in Godzilla vs Kong, by the way.
When my dad watched it, he's like, "There's a lot of cities getting destroyed." I was like, "Yeah, what'd you expect?" I want a kaiju movie where just it's peaceful, nothing happened. There's actually no kaiju at all. Just a regular turtle. Ultraman, Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera. Godzilla, Ultraman, Kong, Gamera. Flying turtle. I don't think I've shown John that.
You should definitely after this.
Did I show you that on Twitter? Or Gamera's just a flying sea turtle?
Yeah, it's just like Godzilla is a radioactive dinosaur that is extremely important. It's like Ultraman is like an incredible like warrior manned by a pilot. Like Kong is a primate akin to humans. Gamera is like a flying turtle. Just like
people in the back, he fires plasma.
Someone like put a comment like, "You forgot the best part is like the spinning shell." It's like
For the best part. Also, you see they're making a Little Mermaid live action film. They just make her black. It's like all that's different. It's like, oh no, she can't do stuff. It's like, would you relate to her more? So we made her a different ethnicity.
But yeah, I mean, I liked how I like movies that like reward you for paying attention to details and like they're.
Is connected successfully.
I don't know.
What?
But act like you've never done this.
But yeah, it rewards you for paying attention to little details. There's a bunch of things that come back, a bunch of important like moments, and it keeps like showing you like different angles of how to look at the previous scenes, which I think is. I mean, it was kind of cool. It worked because it went with the absurdist style of the movie.
Also, unlike Marvel movies, it's a very visually appeasing film. A lot of good like lights.
Yeah,
like,
it's
lighting.
got appealing cinematography. Not necessarily the best, but it's.
I know there's sound.
What, there's sound to that?
That's Michael
I
Jackson.
never realized. But yeah, and like I said, it's nice to see a blockbuster that has consistent tone and themes, and like you can actually see it. There's a style to it. Clearly, someone had intention behind this, and they wanted to make it something. And obviously, it's not amazing. I know like some critics would probably disagree, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I think it was just worth my time just to be enjoyed for a little while. So, it's probably like a 6. That's around a 6. Probably a 6.
Out of 1,000.
Out of like 30. No, no, I'd say like a 6 out of 10. It's probably where I'm gonna settle at. Part of me was like, it's really entertaining, so a 7. Part of me was like,
there was
a lot of issues, like a 5.
There was some funny parts. It's like he does the anti-venom. He's like, "Oh, you didn't bring a spare." He's just like making fun of her.
Yeah.
She's like dying.
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh, look at you fucking rolling around, bitch. You want a drink? You want some water?"
You want me to like hold your hand? And then like he gets bit by a snake later on, and he's like, "I already have some anti-venom in me, so I'll probably be fine." He was like, "That probably doesn't actually make any sense, but
I'm fine.
it's fine." See, because they keep like it is self-aware at least somewhat.
There's that joke where he's like, "I'm peaceful." And he's like, "I have a really great therapist for you." I'm like, I'm in
And
my
the guy's
Zen
like,
mode.
"Man, like I have a really great therapist."
You should check out my
He's
therapist.
like, Carver. It's like, oh, dude, I am not Carver. He had a stomach thing. he called it. And then they gave like a 10-minute backstory to the wolf, and then he just like gets killed by Brad Pitt.
There was this whole subplot. It's like, if you don't do this, your kid's gonna die. And then he's like, you don't think I hired a bodyguard to stop the bodyguard for trying to kill my son?
You really think that I would leave my grandson like unprotected? I'm
Yeah.
literally the elder. Okay, I've been important the entire time. You just found out, but I've been important the entire story. It was really convoluted, but I kind of liked it. I like how it just kept getting more convoluted.
Well, that was the
because,
joke.
Like,
If this was like a serious movie, I'd be like a little upset.
yeah, because that's the
This whole thing is like, oh my god, there's so many twists, so many random characters are just all of a sudden important, and it's like Zazie Beetz is here. She was in the suit the whole time. Isn't this so cool? No, I thought that was gonna be Ryan Reynolds. So I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, you were like, watch it just be Ryan Reynolds later.
In that little suit, because he like punches him in the face. I was like, watch it be Ryan Reynolds. He's like, you punched me, bro. I'm Deadpool. I'm literally the Free Guy. Before Free Guy, everybody was Slave Guy.
Before the release of Free Guy, everybody was slaves.
Women though. I made a joke about Free Guy once. I think Allie's like, wait for the sequel. It's like Unfree Woman. She's like, you're sexist. I was like, I just reversed the titles. I'm not. There's no deeper meaning. You're looking at this way too much.
Then he like gets. He's like, got anything sparkling? That's the one. He's like, hey, I lost my wallet.
That was like
you got me for the water. And he's like,
that made me like kind of interested in the
much for what?
trailers. I was like, that's a pretty funny joke.
yeah. And he's like, sure, you want to talk this out? Not.
Okay.
Right.
He makes him pay for it. She's like, actually, I forgot my wallet. Will you get it?
Yeah. He's like, how much are the water levels?
There's the whole joke. He's like, you shot me twice. And he's like, I don't remember you.
He's like, I have no idea who you are.
He's like, you shot me not once, twice.
He's like, you shot me. I shoot a lot of people. You shot me twice. Yeah, I probably shot a lot of people twice.
And there's a whole montage where it's like they're trying to find out how many people they just killed. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I guess you're right.
They were like 16, 17, 16, 17, 16. Like, that's it. Let's count it. And then they just like blast someone's head off brutally. That's 3.
It was similar to Deadpool when it's like the bullets. He's like, I only got 9 bullets. And like every time he like brutally murders somebody, it says like 1 bullet.
Yeah.
3 bullet. He's like, fuck.
That thing with a White Death like freaking like loads the revolver by going.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
It just was
Like,
really...
for old time's sake. But every time he shoots himself and it's not.
Oh, it was also
and
fucking
the
like
clock's
Michael
getting the right
Shannon.
one.
It was just like Michael Shannon, I think. The guy that played Zod.
Oh yeah.
I was like, is that him? I think it was. It looked like
yeah,
him.
it did look like him. Check out the cast. I would not be surprised. Actually, now that I think about it, it does look just like him. So probably.
I said that in the theater. I don't know if you heard me.
I don't think I did.
Bad boy. David Leitch was in it? Yeah, it wasn't Michael Shannon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Almost as good a performance as Channing Tatum. No, I'm just kidding.
The cast is pretty loaded, so. I forgot fucking. Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
It's like he's just obscenely.
And then that thing with it, because she rigs the briefcase to explode or whatever, and then it was just like.
Also, the.
And then like the 2 guys that he had to do it, he was like, if it's so safe, what does he open it? It's like, why? Every time we have to do this stuff, so someone ends up dying. Like, this is so stupid. Just open the case, man.
Like, the critics gave it a 54% because the story wasn't as good as they wanted. Like, script writing, and it's like, I don't know if you know what movie you're watching.
Yeah.
But then the audience was like, almost an 80. Bodies has a fucking 92.
It's been like highly praised. People were like, man, this is like way better than you'd think it was gonna be.
Yeah, there's fucking Pete Davidson in it. There's like a bunch of there's a bunch of pictures of him now because I guess he broke up with the Kardashian girl and he looks so fucking done. He's like, he's going into rehab or something.
Yeah.
Like therapy.
Isn't he with somebody else now though?
He's a fucking celebrity. He's like a new person every week.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I hate Pete Davidson. His movies are just... The movies that you're in? Bet.
Wasn't he in that one movie where it's like, Never Stop, Never Stopping? That everybody liked?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh no, that wasn't him. It was it the King of Staten Island? Was that what
He was in The King of Staten Island, yeah. That one and
I don't know what his career is.
some other one about like being a
You can like try to be
child person.
you can like try to be in career so passionately, just like a charismatic influence. It's like you can be in every movie.
Yeah.
And you're like just terrible at everything. Is that fucking John Cena?
No.
We should never ever see the other team's colors in this thing. I don't want to see any green. I want to see any yellow used in this stadium on September 11th. It's just the fact that it's on September 11th.
Yeah.
Oh
You just want to see any yellow, so no like yellow Viking shit.
man. No. Only purple. But yeah, it was entertaining. I enjoyed it. Giving it a 6. Some people will be like, you're stupid for that. It's like, what are you going to do?
I think I gave it a 3 out of 5, which is like
A 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what was on my list. I think it was 5th or 6th.
For me, it's about on the same level as Prey. So, like, it's around that, like, same, like, they're both, like, pretty good. And I'm happy that they, exist for the most part. Then you got Sean over here. Did you like it?
Yeah, I think I fucking read.
Good. That's good.
I should have fucking read. Whatever. I guess you guys can stay tonight if you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just, of course, don't bring Rand or Mason over. I'm just kidding. Mason can stay tonight if he wants. I just assumed he'd probably want to be with Rand, so.
Yeah.
Which is fine. My parents don't really like Rand.
Yeah.
Because of the whole, like, paying for a whole trip.
It was funny when you were talking about that night. You were like, oh my god, like did not want to see Rand. And then as soon as I got here, she went up to say hi. Like, out of her way to say hi. It's like,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, Mason watched one of our like podcasts with Rand. I think he watched the Black Phone one the whole way, and he's like, I stopped it after the tax joke or the inflation joke. He like commented on it.
What?
I think we made like a inflation joke in one of our videos. And he's like, I stopped watching this whole podcast because you made a joke about inflation. I was like, I haven't hung out with you in weeks.
Wait, what? That's so weird. Inflation? We made an inflation joke, Justin? Verify.
Probably.
Clicked off to the gas price joke 2 weeks ago. This guy literally made like the ranking every single fourth film in horror. Did it one for 5. And all I can see in the background is fucking Friday the 13th Part 5, the marked ones, Prometheus, Prey. Fucking Halloween 5, I wonder where it is.
Hopefully.
Fucking
I mean,
last.
I would say low, but
There's like
all
Puppet
the
Master
5s
5.
are dead, yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street 5.
The worst.
Holly's back. Holly will kiss Doc. It's funny.
But yeah, I mean, that's probably all I got to say about Bullet Train. Enjoy it.
It's pretty solid.
Joey King, unfortunately, was in it. But yeah.
It's supposed to be like this badass girl, and then like final scene, she's like crying. She like doesn't even kill her
Father.
dad. It's like, we're the whole time just being like a baddie. She's like, oh my god, I'm so cool. I'm gonna kill your child. I pushed off the building.
Finds out her brother's dead. Spits on his face.
Yeah.
Like, good. I hope you're dead. Anyway, so now we're talking about Sean's favorite film of the year. I would expect if he'd seen it.
It's better than all the other Predator movies. Besides the first
I was
one.
gonna say except for Predator.
So, what's your thoughts on all the Predator films first?
Okay, Predator, 8 out of 10. Classic, really good movie, good action. I mean, obviously it's got some issues, but it's really good. It's a classic for a reason. Predator 2, Donald Glover.
Predators.
Predators is pretty bad. I really disliked it when I watched it. The Predator is absolutely abysmal. It makes me, like, viciously angry. And now we're at Prey, which is actually a good entry in the franchise. And they're like, you know what? Hulu.
Apparently, it's Hulu's best like streamed film ever.
Really?
Yeah, so now they're probably just
Yeah,
never.
what movies does Hulu have? Like, sex appeal?
Yeah,
Like...
it's like what they really expect. But it's also like
They
to the
had
point
some
where
movie
there was
called
like
Not
so
Okay.
marketing. So if I ever bring up this at Predator, people are like, there is? What?
I know, that's what Justin was talking about. Justin was like, what is this? Like, I haven't heard anything about this. I haven't heard even you guys talk about this. So I was like, yeah, Matthew and I only briefly talked about it because there was, like, no marketing for it at all. They announced it. It just didn't... We were talking about how we made a joke about it, remember? Because we were like, oh, this maybe that's one Prey, because it's the opposite of Predator.
Yeah.
And then they made it.
Well, yeah, because when this movie was in production, I think, because it was around when the Disney got 20th Century Fox, so people were like, they're just going to cancel it. And then I guess Disney just was like, oh, the Predator is so bad, so we just never release it in theaters again. Ever. As long as we own it, which is forever. And then, but they're also making a fucking Alien TV show for Hulu. And they're not making... Alien Predator is no longer like a theater thing, I guess. Which is a little annoying. Because it has been since like 40 years ago.
1979.
I guess Ridley Scott's also producing the Alien TV show. Instead of finishing his movies, he's like, I guess I'll just produce this. More money for me. And he's like, we're making a third Blade Runner film, too, I guess.
They are?
I guess. But he said that for like 5 years, so.
I don't know if they do. If they do, I hope it's like...
Ridley Scott has like Alzheimer's. I don't know why he's still producing stuff and
If
directing
they make
stuff.
another Blade Runner, it has a lot to live up to after the last two. Because that's like, might be the best... Like, it's one of the best sequels ever.
I haven't seen either.
What?
I've seen half of like the first Blade Runner. That's it. I wanted to see 2049 really bad. My parents were like, let's not go to theaters to see that.
Such a good movie.
Fucking Aquaman. Opening weekend.
Aquaman made $1 billion. Just think about that. Aquaman, the movie, goes to $1 billion.
And they canceled
You're gonna be up
Batgirl.
late thinking about that tonight. What?
They canceled Batgirl, but then I guess they're still making a Supergirl movie.
Why would they do that? I'm so furious about that. Why?
Why'd they cancel it?
No,
I guess-
if they're gonna cancel Batgirl, why would you make Supergirl? It's so much worse.
I guess Batgirl was so bad that like we can't release this because we don't want to tarnish the brand anymore.
God dang it, Sean, watch Harley Quinn. Anyway,
She's one of the pillars of DC.
she's the fourth.
Along with
she's
Kite-
the fourth pillar.
Along with Catman, Batwoman, and Shang-Chi, which is a Marvel property.
It's Harley Quinn, Man-Bat, okay,
Clayface.
Nightwing, and Condiment King. All right, those are the four pillars. Just to be like, my four pillars are Kite Man again, Kite Man a third time, and of course, finally,
Batman.
Kite Man.
Then DC's like a Penguin show, please. Please.
Oh yeah, and they still doing that, like HBO Max.
I guess it's
show.
filming in like February, but I thought like it was already
Wait,
filming.
what? What is that?
They're like, we're starting filming in 8 months. I was like, I thought you guys were filming since
This
like.
is filming 11 months after the movie came out.
And I guess Matt Reeves is like producing all of it and like helping write the scripts, but he's not like getting involved at
Isn't he
all.
also starting to work on the second one?
I think he has been.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll release it 5 years though.
Yeah, it's gonna release in a long time. But hey, wait, isn't Dune 2 already next year?
Dune
Or is
2's
it?
next year, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they started filming on that like a month ago, I think.
Yeah. Man, there's some hype stuff in films that I'm really excited for Oppenheimer.
Which mean Agatha, Covenant of Chaos.
No. No.
The 4 pillars of Marvel: Agatha Harkness, Shang-Chi, the Wasp, and Ironheart.
And the War Machine, but only after he was crippled.
They crippled him, and then immediately made him not crippled.
What are the 4 pillars of the Predator franchise?
The Predator, Requiem for a Dream. List of films with Requiem in the title: Requiem for a Dream, Aliens vs Predator, Requiem. What type of fucking subtitle is that? Requiem? When I first saw that movie when I was like 8, I was like, what the fuck does Requiem mean?
What did you say? Did you say movies with Requiem in the title, but you didn't say Requiem for a Dream?
I said that.
Okay, I thought
I
you said
said
something else.
I said Requiem for a Dream, and then close second.
Really good movie.
Aliens vs Predator, Requiem.
Second. It's like a
The
10,
AVP
it's like a
of-
10 out of 10 to like a 2 out of 10.
I want you to realize they released AVP Requiem in theaters worldwide,
They did.
and then the Prey was like,
Right? Hulu. Hulu, please. Hulu.
Well, on Hulu they have all the Predator films except like one of them. I think it's like
They not have Predators?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like we have the Predator
What?
and Requiem.
I really enjoy the original Predator.
I love the first one.
I do love that movie.
I really enjoy
Stick
the.
around.
I like the second and third one. I know they're not great.
Arnold Schwarzenegger impales a man with a sword into the fucking wall. Stick around.
And the thing was with a good thing about this movie was in the Predator they like did all the lines with the first one, but it was so bad.
Yeah.
And this one, the few lines they did from the first movie weren't like amazing, but they were like much more well handled.
Yeah, at least it wasn't like.
At least I didn't roll my eyes.
Yeah.
They kept like trying to say, "Oh, the dog's gonna die. The dog's gonna die." The point was obvious; they just weren't gonna kill the dog.
Yeah.
Also, this movie's really short.
Yeah.
It's only like an hour and a half, which is fine.
It's like an hour 40, yeah, so it's not very long.
I really like the setting. The cinematography is gorgeous. I love the locations.
It did look very good. And I think they used it to their best advantage to really like showcase what they were trying.
There was a lot of
to do
people
with
saying this was like a fucking woke movie because like it was about a woman rising to power, but like in 1700s women didn't have power.
Yeah,
so
like everybody was talking about like, oh my god, just has to like shoehorn in like this woman like rising over adversity. It's like, well, I mean that could be like the messaging, yeah, but like also it's just historically accurate, to be honest, because like that's just how they were treated.
they're like, women didn't hunt. Then I was like, yeah, that's a plot.
But then it just shows that obviously they were more like capable of doing so. That's just like how they were treated by the men in that time period.
How she kills the predator though is a little ridiculous.
How could you make like a modern statement about how women were treated in the 1700s?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's still relevant today. It's like, okay, but like, like
1776.
we're talking about hunting. She wants to hunt.
It takes place in 17.
You wanna hunt?
Who hunts for survival? No one anymore. No one does that. If you hunt for survival, you're a mountain man. Okay, just shut up.
Also, I guess it's kind of cool because I think they have a Comanche, like, translation, like, available.
That's cool.
With, like, subtitles. There's people are like that. It's like, how they can make this movie if they have to speak English? It's just not historically accurate. And it's like, there's so many movies in the past.
And then those guys with the guns.
The French people, they didn't, like, have their words translated. They just, like, spoke French. And they were
because they were supposed to be, like, foreign to them, which I kind of liked.
Yeah, I like that. The whole scene and, like, the fog was really cool.
Yeah.
I really like the Predator was really cool.
I gotta say the design of the Predator was nice. I like how
the skull mask.
It really looks like it was the first time they were on Earth. It really looks like that because it was.
And all the scenes show you like figure out the food chain was cool.
Yeah.
Because if you ever seen the Predator fight a grizzly bear, I guess you get that. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like how they use the invisibility.
Yeah.
Throughout, that was cool.
I like how just overall a lot of the technology is more primitive compared to what it is.
Because he has like he doesn't really use a gun, and when he does, it's like a handheld. Like it takes time to load, and he has like arrows, and he has like knives, and that's about it. He has that weird axe thing that like curls up. That was cool.
That was pretty cool.
All the stuff they added to the Predator was cool in this, but they didn't like overdo it like the Predator, where it was just terrible.
Or it was just so stupid. The Super Predator. What was that thing called?
I think so.
The Super Predator?
There was like the Predator Hunter, where it hunted predators, and I was like, wasn't this the plot of Predators, where there was like a rifle predator? But like this is so much worse.
A lot. And like the Nashville Predators win the Stanley Cup.
And then they also they have that cool little piece of lore where it was like the gun at the end was the one in Predator 2 that Danny Glover got.
Oh,
in the sewers.
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually really cool.
I was hoping that would show up because I remember when I first watched Predator 2 when I was really young. I was like,
I wonder the backstory.
Are they ever gonna explore like the backstory of this? Like when the Predators first came out, and that's exactly what this is. And I enjoyed it.
It's painfully. It hurts how easy it is to make a good Predator movie, but they just fail.
Yeah.
Because you can just do it in any era.
Really, you could.
You could do it in the future.
It works in any circumstance. You just have to write it well. Which a lot of people like.
Just do like a
nowadays. There's like.
You could just be like, oh yeah, do like a Viking Northern movie, but have the Predator in it. And I'd be like, sold. I'm sold.
I'm already gonna watch it and release it in theaters because people would go.
Or do like a fucking.
People like Predator. It's just like.
Or do like a samurai one in Japan. I'm like, I'm in. Like,
this thing didn't gross as much as Top Gun Maverick. I don't want to release it.
I guess they're re-releasing it in theaters.
Top Gun Maverick?
I think it's like the 7th highest film now, grossing. It's at least up there. Top Gun 2.
It grossed more than The Lion King 2019. Are you serious?
It's up there.
No way.
It's like, I think it's over 1.5 billion.
Jesus, really? The Top Gun Maverick?
And then Venom 2 is like, we laid the groundwork.
Mega Million.
Sony's like, we kind of laid the groundwork on Uncharted and Venom 2.
So they'd be like, with Venom Let There Be Carnage, we walked so Top Gun Maverick could run. It's like Godzilla vs. Kong be like,
and fucking Spider-Man No
like
Way Home.
6 months prior. Spider-Man No Way Home, which literally became like, what, the 6th highest grossing movie of all time?
Yeah.
I think it's 6.
During a pandemic.
5th or 6th.
You guys excited? You guys excited for Monkeypox? It's like the newest pandemic now.
I like Monkey Shines, directed by George A. Romero.
Where you get it through like ass sex. It's like you must get vaccinated. It's like, or I just want to have ass sex. Or I'll just wash my hands like a normal fucking person.
Easy dubs.
Or just don't get hurt.
So yeah, Prey was a...
I really enjoyed it. I'm a fan of the franchise. I enjoy Predator 2 and Predators. I like him. They're not great, but I enjoy him. AVP...
I enjoy Predator 2.
It's just not very good as like a movie.
It's just not a good movie. It's
such a weird setting too for a sequel. It's like, oh, let's put it in fucking like Los Angeles, and it's like there's so many other cool things.
I remember going into Predator 2 because we were watching like the first 3 with like a friend at like a sleepover or something, and like we watched Predator and we loved it, and we're like, Predator 2, and like it went from like a jungle to like New York, and I was like, okay, and I remember really enjoying it. I was like, oh, this is cool, and then I rewatched it when I was older, and I was like, this is not very good, but
I enjoy it.
I can see the novelty of it.
Predators, I really like the idea. It hasn't best execution.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it works.
The Predator, I was hoping to be good, but that was terrible. Because it was Shane Black. I was like, oh, is Shane Black kind of comedy horror? And he was in the first one. He helped write the first one. I was like, there's like, he has the clear path of success, and then he wrote the most shitty fucking script I've ever seen. Like, the Predator dogs that were in Predators were so cool, and then it's like in the Predator, it's like, okay, put the Predator head, it's just like a dog. Perfect. And the stupid fucking plot lines was like, oh, they hunt things and they take the DNA of the strongest things they hunt to improve themselves. But it's like, if you kill it, you're stronger than it.
Don't forget to include the autistic kid, because obviously...
And it's like, the autistic kid figured out the language in like a day. And it's like,
It's like, what?
in his dad's basement. And it's like, oh no, there's like
I literally never want to rewatch that movie ever in my life.
And they have like so many good actors in it. And like the guy that plays the villain is like so good, but they're just written so bad. And they have the guy that would play Punisher be like autistic, and he just randomly says like ass and tits the whole movie. It's like supposed to be funny, and there's like a whole joke. He's like, "Are you trying to have sex with me?" And he just says like, "Oh, he just has a tick where he just says like ass and tits," and like fuck me. It's like, you fucking rapist, and it's he has autism. What is this? Do you know how disabilities work?
What a failure.
And then they just keep making the Predator stronger and stronger, and somehow they keep killing him. And they have fucking Olivia Munn as like the scientist. Like, this is so unrealistic. She was in X-Men Apocalypse. Like, shut up. What's your career? X-Men Apocalypse followed the Predator. You're never having a career.
All I know is that Agatha Christie would have loved a bullet train. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I guess a few issues with Prey.
The first like 40 minutes are a little slow.
Yeah, it's.
I enjoy it.
It's a little tough to get past. A bit of that. The first act is kind of rough. The performances are not stellar. They all kind of feel a little stiff, but it's okay. I mean, like, it's really not that much of an issue. There were definitely some like parts of the plot that just didn't really make much sense to me. I was like, wait, what? I was like, okay, I guess it's happening. And then the ending was kind of abrupt at the same time.
Also, I don't know if you watched the end credits, but like when they show like the drawings, did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because the end just shows the Predator ships coming down like on the cave wall, and it's like,
yeah.
oh, what happened? I think like Prey 2, Predator 6.
But I like a lot of the little. Basically, I like everything that has to do with it contributing back to the Predator franchise. As a movie, it definitely has some issues. I didn't love a lot of that, but I really enjoyed what they did as far as continuing the franchise and expanding upon what they have in like a good way, especially out of the like crap that we've gotten over the last like 30 years with it. So it's pretty good.
It's surprising it took like over 30 years for them to just like realize they just kind of have to make the first one, but like a different setting.
Yeah.
And it'd be like really good.
That's all they have to do.
Oh. I haven't fed him yet.
Okay. Let's go potty. Come on.
You can sit down if you want.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, it's definitely the second best though, easily.
Yeah, it's easily the best Predator since Predator. Oh, that's not gonna pick up very well. But yeah, absolutely exceptional. Just kidding. It was really good.
It's the Predator 2, the Predator franchise. Wait.
Justin, where would you rank it on your Predator list?
How many have you seen?
Obviously.
Have you even seen the
You've
first?
seen the ending of the sixth one or the fifth one.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with number one because it's the only one I've seen.
Also, Brief Ran. Alien vs. Predator could have been such a good movie, and both of them are so bad. You know what you do? You do aliens with like cloning Marines in the future, and you just have Predator and aliens also with them, and you can make a really good movie.
But no, they made AVP.
They're like, oh, let's put it in fucking Colorado and Antarctica. Let's do that.
Yeah,
It's so good. And also, I like how this one
at least AVP, the first Alien vs. Predator is like, okay.
Fucking Shane Black was like, okay, we're gonna have references to those movies in the Predator because I like those movies. Fuck Prometheus, and then it's like, Prometheus is like a fucking 5-star movie compared to Requiem.
At least with the first Alien vs. Predator, it's like enjoyable, and you can be like, okay, they're just trying.
Also, why the fuck is it PG-13? Being an Alien and Predator movies, all of them are rated R. It's like, okay, crossover event, PG-13.
Yeah, so stupid.
By Resident Evil guy, he made Resident Evil movies. They're so good.
It's just like, okay, like at least like you just making a crossover, whatever. And then they did the second one, and like they even had the Predalien too,
Which is like the coolest thing of those two movies,
So
and it's
cool.
so underused.
and they just completely ruined everything. It's so bad. Like
The
literally,
design's cool. I love the design.
Yeah.
It's a great design. I love it so much.
Where is it?
It's up top, next to
Yeah,
the
the
cup.
Predalien's awesome.
It's such a cool design.
But like, why would you waste everything that you have that's good and just make something bad? You also can't see the movie. Where was the lighting?
Apparently, there
It's
was
so dark.
I think there was something on set where it was like, oh, we have to light it so like the effects look anyway good. But then I can't see the effects to judge them, and I'd rather have bad effects than be able to fucking see them.
Yeah. At least let me judge something. There's nothing to judge. Like, it's a waste of time.
Also, in Prey, there was that one thing. It's like, we gotta find this big creature. It skinned a snake. I was like, It's a fucking snake.
A snake. Yeah. I was like,
It has big footprints. It skinned a snake. This is gonna kill a whole tribe. Which it could have.
and like when she just shows up, she's like, "Look, this happened," and I just don't believe her at all. She's like, "Look, no, like literally, it skinned it alive. Like this will kill us." And they were like, "Oh, shut up, you stupid woman!" Like 5 minutes later,
We don't need to cook.
They all died 5 minutes later.
Oh yeah, the Predator also had a shield, which was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was cool because like it made more believable sense because the Predator was also primal and like less advanced.
Right.
Then each movie being like more advanced, more bigger. Somehow this fucking like 5-foot girl just kills it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this Predator literally eviscerated an entire planet. Like a girl hiding in a cold Wallace just like kills them in like one shot. Oh, autistic kid, I know your whole language. Don't worry about it. Oh, so there was that dump scene in The Predator when like that like giant predator, like the mega predator, what the fuck it's called. Don't you have like a figure of it?
I do.
But like it doesn't stand because it's like a foot tall and like it's flimsy and it's like why would anybody buy this? It's also like naked the whole movie and it's fucking weird. But then like it makes no sense. It's just so massively tall. And then when I saw it in the trailer, I was like, oh no.
Please don't.
Stop.
Please.
And also I could rant about the movie all day. The first thing, they just make the predator so unscary. They like capture it and they show it like in a cage. I was like, this is like fucking Jaws Revenge level bad.
Everything about the Predator was a failure. They didn't do anything right.
It was the Alien Resurrection of the Predator franchise. Which is also the fourth one, which is a little weird. It's weird that the fourth Alien movie and the fourth Predator movie, like, oh my god, human mixing. So cool. Such a great idea. Such a great idea. Let's make it a comedy too. Joss Whedon, come in. Shane Black, come in. Joss Whedon, write this fucking Alien movie. No jokes though. Joss Whedon, all I do is comedies. Why would you hire me? Oh, French director, direct this. I haven't seen a single Alien movie. Fine. David Fincher, make this by bring no artistic talent whatsoever.
I'm David Fincher. What?
I wrote fucking Gone Girl.
I made Fight.
All I write is fucking A-tier scripted material. You want to make a fucking Alien movie and just do nothing good with it? You only put it in a jail, but knows like very like you don't put any rape scenes in a jail movie where it's a bunch of fucking men and one woman.
Ben Affleck.
I could rant about the Alien Predator films for days.
I've noticed.
For days.
It's true though. I'm pretty passionate about it.
We ranted about it before in fucking when we did like the horror franchise discussion.
Yeah.
I think we ran about the Predator for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's just kind of like a thing on this channel. We just hate the Predator so much.
And
Easy one at a time.
Alien
So
Covenant
bad.
is so mid. I like the poster though.
Very mid.
It's a great
Good
poster.
Good
Terrible
poster.
writing.
Yeah.
Let's do everything Prometheus did and set up. That's really cool, but not like. Let's just make it like a subpar Alien film and cover none of that stuff. Great box office success. He's like $80 million after like a $200 million budget. Alien and Predator were in shambles, and Predator's doing a little better now. Alien though, no. I like the first two. I love the first two. The rest I can do without. Prometheus, good concept because it tries to do as little alien as possible.
Alien is a masterpiece. Aliens is a near masterpiece. So amazing. Might be the best sequel ever. There's other good contenders, but Alien 3, Alien Cubed. I mean, it exists. It's not good. But
If
whatever.
David Fincher was allowed to have his full creative vision and like really like have the time to make it perfect, it could have been one of the best trilogies like ever made.
Yeah, it really would have.
It's just I can enjoy parts of it, just the sheer fact how disappointed it is. I am with it and how good it could have been.
I know.
Is atrocious. The CGI in that movie is awful because it was made in fucking '92.
Seriously, David Fincher is great. He's really.
There's a
great.
reason why he just like if you bring up this movie around him, he gets like very upset and he's like, I did not direct that. The studio did. They just put my name on it, so I can't get it away from me. They like asked him multiple times, can you make a director's cut of this? And he's like, there is none. You don't let me make it. That's so sad.
And then they made Alien Resurrection, and it was abysmal.
And they're like, okay, 2 AVP films that are terrible. What is this? There's like, okay, you're 4 for 2. Okay. And then it's like, okay, what if you did prequels? And it's like, stop.
Please stop.
But I like how the Alien prequels in this kind of fucking throw those AVP movies out the fucking door so fast. Because they make no sense in the continuity.
Yeah.
Alien, it's like, okay, we're saying like 2100. This is the first time anything ever it is. Then it's like AVP. It's like, okay, this is 2004. Aliens are on Earth. The whole plot of the Alien franchise, the first 4 is like, we can't let these get to Earth. AVP, so they've been here the whole time. There's actually a queen in Antarctica right now. It's just frozen, chilling.
The Queen.
and it's
First time
frozen.
we've seen it.
And then at the end of that,
It's on Earth.
at the end of that movie, they're like, "Oh, we put it underwater in freezing temperatures, and we'll ever come back." At the beginning of the movie, it's frozen. It's gonna like infect a whale, and then you have a whale xenomorph. Okay,
Well, that'd be cool.
call it whale morph.
Why that? Why not like a xeno?
Whalian.
Whalian.
No, it's a whale lord, but it has a little mouth that goes. Oh. Just make a Pred Alien solo film on Disney Plus, 6 episodes.
Alien is still a masterpiece. Anyway, Prey
That was Predator.
is good and is enjoyable. It's probably one of my favorites of the year.
That's up there. I think I liked it more than like. I can't tell if I like Nope or this more. So
Yeah, I'd probably put Nope above it, but they're both.
artistic and time wise, but
Yeah.
this is really good for a Predator movie. And the director of this did 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is also really good for like a Cloverfield movie, I guess.
Yeah,
Even though it's barely.
Yeah.
It's like a really good self-contained movie, and the end they're like aliens,
Yeah.
and it's like this is cool but really unneeded.
Whatever they were trying to do with the Cloverfield like movies, or are they
Failed
still making that
terribly.
weird?
Apparently they're making like a direct sequel to the first one now.
Yeah.
After
I
like
guess.
15 years.
Yeah. After they made 10 Cloverfield Lane and the Cloverfield Paradox, which one was actually pretty darn good, and one was
The
horrible.
Paradox was terrible. Everybody was so hyped for it. It's like this could be so good.
Horrible. And then now they're making a direct sequel to Cloverfield.
Because they announced the fucking Paradox one like on Super Bowl. Like they were really excited for people to see it. They were like, "Is this the worst thing I think I've ever seen?"
So bad.
What the fuck is this?
Wasn't somebody like good working on the Cloverfield sequel too? I heard about that. I don't remember.
It's probably like fucking Steven Spielberg. They're like, Netflix.
Nah.
Ready Player 2? I think that's happening.
Why?
Because they made a book.
What?
They made a book sequel, so they're like, "Oh, we got to do Ready Player 2."
No, they
Tommy's
don't. They don't have to do that.
Tommy's like, "I'm in." Also, that John Wick trailer before the movie we watched, and it was just John Wick, and then say like Chapter 4.
I know.
Because somehow they think people wouldn't see it if it said Chapter 4 after
They
3.
just have to know. We saw John Wick 3 together. You remember that?
We did.
That was a while ago now.
Was it good?
It was John Wick 3.
I don't know if you like the John Wick movies. I know Tommy loves them.
Was it good? It was John Wick 3. It's
It's just like the same movie each time, but like more action.
John Wick, pretty good. John Wick 2, pretty good. John Wick 3, pretty good.
John Wick 4? It's like all the same director and team, so it's just kind of like the same standard each time.
Yeah. It's like pretty close to the same movie, but they're continuing the story at least, so it's just enjoyable.
Each one's like, they're gonna haunt
I actually don't know if I like 2 better than 1 or not. They're both better than 3, but like 3's still not bad though.
Sounds like, which one was 3? Was that the one with Keanu Reeves in it?
Sounds like which one did he fucking fall off the building? It's like what? Yeah, see.
Fast X.
Which is the pencil one? Which is the dog one? Oh wait, all of it. Wait. Lawrence
Which one has
Fishburne?
Lawrence Fishburne in it? All 7?
Yeah. And then he's just like in the trailer for 4.
Also, I think they're making a John Wick TV show where it's like about a girl. Just like a random other agent.
Jane Wick.
Probably. I think it's called like Ballerina or something.
What?
That's something stupid. It's probably just gonna be like Black Widow, but
Sean,
good.
would you rather have Predator or all 4 John Wick movies? Which one? Which first Predator one?
Oh, that's easy.
Super easy.
That movie's pretty underrated for like the 80s and how good it is,
really
like
is.
in hindsight.
Yeah.
People are like, it's sexist, it's too macho, it's like the fucking 80s. Stop like assigning labels with the Predator
It's
movies.
literally from the 80s. It's an alien and action.
I remember
adventure
because
horror from the 80s.
Allie fell asleep watching this, but I was like mentioned, like, if the dog could die, you never know. She's like, no, that's sad. I was like, this whole franchise is about murder and brutality. There's skinned humans in every movie.
I know.
She's
That was
like,
the
that's
whole
fine.
thing. It's like all these dead people. It's like, no, not the dog. That's a dead child right there. Not the dog.
Did I mention the one dumb scene, fucking AVP2, where it's like, oh, it impregnated a pregnant woman, and then like it eats the babies and pops out, and it's just like gratuitous for no reason. I hate the movie so much. I hate it so much. Like, oh, Predator versus Pred Alien. This is really cool. Can't see it though. It's in a sewer, dark, can't see anything. There's a dead homeless guy there, but you can't tell if they're dead. So the kill count's fucking. I bet the kill count sucks for that movie.
Yeah.
For what I remember, he's like, I'm gonna try.
The whole video was like, I literally can't see anything. I don't know.
I think somebody died here. I can't tell.
Is that a dead body? I can't see it. I
And
can't
then,
count it.
and
I
at the
can't
end,
see it.
at the end, it's like, I guess they nuked the whole city. I don't know how many people were in the city.
It's like when he counted the cabin in the woods and how the world ends at the end. He's like, I'm not counting the whole world, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that. They're like, oh, you didn't complete the count. I'm not counting the whole
Complete
world.
yourself. That's what I would say. I'm not making money off this. Except he never does because they're rated R movies.
Anyways, I'm also giving Prey a 6 out of 10, but it's a much higher 6, closer to a 7 than a 5, I would say.
I gave it a 3.5, which is like a 7, I think.
Yes.
Didn't So I guess wasn't the last video they covered which movie?
What?
The last Sardonic they covered a movie which is like I know they're gonna hate it.
They covered Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah. I didn't see that part.
It was funny because they were talking about. They were like, "This is the most abysmal schlock." They were talking about how bad it was. They were like, "This is so stupid, so bad." Ralph was like, "It's like a solid 3 out of 10," and then both Adam and Alex were like, "It's probably like a 1." This is horrible.
About a 1. At least was filmed. The action was action. The characters were characters.
Actors acted.
The script was written. They were shot.
This is the film.
The camera worked. I give them that. It's
yeah, because
recorded.
Adam was like, I was hoping it was gonna be like funny bad, like Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, because it was so ridiculous that it was just horrible. And he's like, but then like this one was just like, it seemed like they were trying to be serious for some reason. It completely fails. It's like,
Don't like the Predator.
and then they talked about Heat, which is a really pretty good movie. from
Yeah, I
the
saw the
90s.
title. Like that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah.
Fucking Cool Cat Saves the Kids, and we're covering also The Wizard of Oz. A seminal film. And a piece of garbage filmed and released on like 5 DVDs worldwide. I remember that whole drama with Adam. None of you seen those videos
Both of them, actually.
with Cool Cat. Oh yeah, both of them, yeah.
Yeah, because he was trying to like sue.
I think that's how they became friends.
Criticized his movie.
I feel like that's how they became friends.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna sue you and take you to court. And it's like, have you watched the movie? Why is fucking... Who's in it? It's the girl from Independence Day, the black girl that was in it for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Vivica A. Fox was in like
Yeah.
Cool Cat. And it's like, what'd you pay her?
How much?
Cool Cat definitely touches kids. I'm just saying that.
I mean, it's Cool Cat, obviously. You guys know Cool Cat, right?
Yeah, he saves the kids.
Yeah. You know Cool Cat?
I know he was gonna make
Yeah.
a sequel, and I don't think it got made because the coverage was so bad. He was like, Cool Cat stops a
It's
school
one of the worst
shooting.
movies ever made.
It's like Cool Cat 2. He stops a school
There's
shooting.
no movie to it. He probably like recorded it on a phone. Like
Like an iPhone 4.
yeah.
What was that one movie where, like, a director filmed it on an iPhone? It was like Unsane.
I don't know.
You remember that movie? We definitely talked about it before.
Wait, is that
Unsane?
the title? Unsane? Oh.
Where it was like
maybe.
filmed on an iPhone. And it was like Soderbergh, I think.
Oh yeah, it was David Soderbergh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about
It
that.
looks really
Just 'cause I
good.
know Soderbergh, but
It looks really good for an iPhone. Just makes you
he's
realize.
great. The Ocean's trilogy.
Is that what he directed those?
Yeah.
No.
Then they made Ocean's 8, and it was like what?
I guess they're making another one, which is a prequel again.
Again?
Probably just called like Oceans. Before numbers, there was Oceans.
That'd be so stupid because we'd be saying that Ocean like belongs to Ocean, but there's nothing there. It's just Ocean. This is Ocean. This is Frank Ocean. Danny Ocean's. I don't know why I said Frank Ocean.
Yeah, Prey. Go stream it because you can't watch it in theaters.
It's good though.
If it was in theaters, it'd be an enjoyable time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a short, good thriller. I would have watched that 5 times in a row in theaters and never watched The Predator at home again.
Yeah.
So, I would pay fucking full price. I don't care.
Let that be a reference.
Also, I guess Halloween Ends is going to IMAX, but like the last 2 didn't.
Why?
And it looks the most like dull filming wise. But,
That zebra's a vibe. Anyway, I gotta say, I actually like both the movies we talked about today, so that's good.
this is the last one in person for a while.
It is the last one we're doing in person. I can't remember the last time we covered like multiple movies and actually liked both of them. It's been a long time since we've done that.
Nope. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Anyway, yeah.
Do you like Thor: Love and Thunder?
This is-
Nope. But I like Nope. Nope's good.
This is the last one we're doing in person. Do we have a topic for next week?
Well, I'm moving next week, so I probably won't be recording next week. I move in next Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like last time I moved in. It was on a Wednesday. After that, we'll figure it out. Because I don't know how much if I can afford movies if it keeps going up. I don't know if I can afford going to theaters now. That's why I was kind of happy this one Hulu. I could just watch it one night.
Yeah.
It's a lot simpler, but I do love the theater. Like, I'm not gonna watch Black Panther 2 in theaters. I don't think. I'll wait for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start just waiting for Marvel movies because I don't want to waste my time.
I'll see Guardians 3.
I'll see Ant-Man 3 and Guardians 3 in theaters.
Yeah.
I don't know about like the Marvels. I'm good. Yeah, fucking Justin's like, I don't want to see any movies. Ant-Man 3 though, I'm going first day. I haven't seen the first 2. But it's Paul Rudd, so man.
Quantumania.
I saw Ant-Man. I
Yes.
saw the Wasp.
You seen Ant-Man and the
Good.
Wasp?
That's
I haven't seen Ant-Man.
that's the right way to do it.
It's a worse. Somehow more boring than the first Ant-Man.
It's way worse.
Well, you haven't seen No Way Home, but you've seen Ant-Man?
I mean, yeah, yes. You're right.
You should watch them at home. Anyway.
That's fine.
I should watch the Harley Quinn show, but
You should.
Are you caught
still
up?
gotta set up my HBO Max on your freaking
TV.
Xbox or whatever you want to set it up on.
yeah.
We'll do that tonight. Just kidding.
Dumbass.
We'll do that tomorrow night. Wait, no. Do it Friday night. Wait, no. Do it next week. Alright.
Watch like the first,
That's funny.
like the day I move, like the best.
I'll be working. You'll be on work.
Then like the Monday I leave, there's gonna be like news that we would love to talk about in person. Be like a new Gamma trilogy's announced, and we'd like talk about it like over Zoom. It like comes out like December 1st, and I'll be back in like a week.
Can you imagine?
And it's like in cinemas for a day only in America, so nobody gives a fuck about Gamma. I would say
it'd be like Shin Godzilla, but only one day, one theater. Can you imagine? I'd be so upset.
I would sit in like the stairs. I don't care. If like it was out of tickets, I don't care. If it's only one night, I guess I'll just
going. Like,
skip
it
work.
doesn't
I guess.
As soon as that news drops, I don't care how many months I gotta pay. I'm getting tickets. It's in Florida. I will walk. I don't care. I've been waiting on this for a long. I've been waiting on this for years.
My whole life, actually. Ever since I watched Gamma, I was like,
We'll get a plane ticket. That'll be $2,000. Well, I did not think this.
Planes are fucked up.
You excited?
For what?
Planes?
Trains?
No, the third Planes film. Automobiles? Wait, what were you doing? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed, subscribe. Leave a like. Comment your thoughts down below. And screw
What
you
even
guys.
comes out next?
Well, the next big release is Halloween Ends
That's it.
in October.
So there's nothing from now until then? Probably was the last thing. It was like August 5th.
There might be streaming stuff.
Oh, Rick and Morty, 6 September.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's it. Spider-Man across... got delayed like a year. He was so excited for October because he had so many movies coming out he was excited for, and now it's just like Black Adam and Halloween Ends. He's like, I'm so hyped, bro. I'm like, Across the Spider-Verse, Halloween Ends. It's so stacked, and there's just nothing. It's like, oh yeah, you have to wait like another year in December for that.
So stupid.
We need to finish it up. We actually haven't filmed anything. I don't know why we gave it release
It's
date.
not this year anymore. It's coming out next year.
Also, Sonic 3 got announced. It's coming out like December 2024.
Yeah.
The same month as Avatar 3. It's like Battle of the 3 movie blue people.
I'm so happy Sonic 3 is happening. Yay.
We can see Avatar 2 in theaters together.
Yay.
Allie wants to see Avatar
That
2.
fucking 4-hour movie about Avatar.
Allie wants to see Avatar 2 because the trailer was good, I guess. And she's like, is there a first one? I said, yeah, it's like 3.5 hours.
She asked if there was a first one.
Yeah.
It's Avatar.
I don't think she...
Avatar 2, is there a first one?
Well, it's called Avatar: The Way of Water.
Oh, okay.
It's like, yeah, it started with a first film with water in the title. What are you, H2O?
Lost her. 1 second.
You should make a ranking of films with water in the title.
Yeah, I'm saying there.
Rankings...
Wait, she didn't know Avatar existed?
I don't think so.
The highest grossing film of all time.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, yeah, this is the first one. Came out like 10 years ago, and they're just not making it. And then James Cameron's like, I don't actually want to do all these. I just like signed on. I might just...
I'll have to ask her about it.
I'll like 4 and 5 with like... I'll just let like fucking...
For 4, let's get J.J. Abrams, obviously. And for 5, let's get Steven Spielberg. Imagine that. If Steven Spielberg directed Avatar.
I remember
5.
Steven Spielberg was going to do Return of the Jedi.
He did the BFG, so... He will. Oh, yeah.
They asked him to, and he was like, I don't really know if I want to do a franchise movie. They made like 70 franchises.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll do fucking Ready Player
I'll do
One.
Duel, obviously.
And this is the spiritual sequel, Jaws, because they both have 4 in the title, and they both involve things hunting people. It's such a clear sequel.
Jaws, Duel.
Such a good double
You've
feature.
heard of Duel, right? Yeah.
It's a guy in a truck that just like tries to kill some guy for an hour and a half, and he's like, Jaws is kind of the spiritual sequel to that. It's in fucking like a New York island about a shark.
It's also a near perfect film.
And Duel's like, what? It's good for like a first movie I've heard. In the 70s. Joker 2 though, 2 years from now we'll be talking about it. If I'm alive.
Why wouldn't he be alive?
Annabelle is still in that same fucking apartment 2 years from now.
I won't be.
If I come back in December, and like your living situation's exactly the same, we feel so sorry for you.
You hyped, Justin?
Justin's gonna move out next week when he gets his first paycheck, and it's like $80,000, and be like, bye-bye, I'm get my own house.
Like, I hate you guys. See it.
It's like, I'm gonna let Mason and Rand move in, but not Ellis.
Yeah.
We stay in that apartment with Trinity. Bye-bye now.
Oh, but I'm also gonna still rent out here for me and Mason and keep our rooms the same and say no Ellison. So you must sleep in the room with her.
No.
I remember when Trinity was like, oh yeah, we're gonna like move out of this state. We're gonna get like a house for Nicole, Justin, me, and Ellis. It's gonna be a perfect. It's gonna be a perfect house. Nothing's gonna be perfect.
Right now, that sounds like
Hell.
I really hope she doesn't listen to this. We're still recording.
Does she watch?
Yes. It's kind of an issue. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, bro, what
I
up?
know, that sounds like the worst thing ever.
Alright, well, we'll stop recording now. For old time's sake. Clinties.
We should start recording like a while ago.
This is the last bit of recording before you.
Well, it's an hour
leave.
long. At least we covered good movies.
Balls.
Last time we took a long distance in our recording, the first movie we fucking talked about was Free Guy.
Yeah.
Which we liked at the time. I don't really like it anymore.
It's such a bad movie. Joey would be like, I'm seeing it in the theater for the 7th time. By choice.
Such a waste of money. Seeing a movie 7 times in the theater. Even if I like a movie, most I'll see is like twice.
Yeah.
3 if I'm forced.
I saw No Way Home like 72 times, roughly.
Oh yeah, I guess that's also coming out.
What?
The like extended cut or whatever. That has like 14 minutes more footage.
Oh, what?
No Way Home.
Uh,
They're re-releasing it in
14
theaters.
minutes longer? So it's
Yeah.
almost 3 hours now?
And next month, I guess.
we watched that one together. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I just don't know if I want to see it in theaters again. But we'll see.
I would.
Yeah. I don't know.
I really liked it. I like Spider-Man too. Horm. What?
It's always been there.
Enjoy your night, day, wherever you are. Goodbye.
Sean, say something.
Goodbye.
Say something funny.
Funny.